It has been over 20 years since Avatar The Last Airbender premiered on Nickelodeon. And after seeing some clips, I thought about it and I decided to go back and think about some of my favorite moments that I remember from Avatar. So this is my top 10 favorite Avatar moments, and I'm going to have the episode. At number 10, when Aang and Zuko went to go meet the Sun Warriors in the Firebending Masters episode, when Zuko was supposed to be training Aang, but Zuko's fire wasn't as strong as it used to be, and they wanted to figure out why. So Zuko told Aang about the Sun Warriors, and they went out to find them, and they found that it was still dragons that still was alive. And they did the dragon dance, and they regained their power back to do firebending. Number 9, the Avatar and the Fire Lord. That was when Zuko went and looked up the history of his great grandfather Sozin, and then that's when we found out that Sozin and Avatar Roku were best friends growing up. And even though things changed in the end, they were still good friends in the beginning. Number 8, Sozin's Comment Part 2, the Old Masters. This is when Aang disappeared because he needed to figure out a way to defeat the Fire Lord, but without killing him. Aang didn't believe in killing anybody. And this is also when the White Lotus showed up with Master Paku, Master Piandao, King Bumi, General Iroh, Zhang Zhang. Number 7, the Siege of the North. This is when Admiral Zhao decided to kill the Moon Spirit, and then Aang used the Ocean Spirit to exact revenge on the Fire Nation. And then Yue gave her, because she was blessed with life by the Moon Spirit, so she gave it back, and then she ended up dying, and the Moon Spirit came back to life. At number 6, I have the Guru. So this is when Guru Patik taught Aang how he could get in and out of the Avatar state with ease. And Aang, the last part, he told him he had to let go of all worldly attachments, but Aang didn't do it. And then he was locked away from going into the Avatar state at all. And then he eventually did do it. That's when he got killed by Azula. All right, so number 5, the desert. This is right after the library episode where they were stuck in the library and Toph was trying to hold up the building, and the Sandbenders, they stole Appa. Then Aang, when he found out, he confronted him. He was like, "Where's my bison?" And he got really angry, and he was about to kill those Sandbenders. And that was mostly Kyoshi and Aang that was about to kill those Sandbenders. When he went into the Avatar state, and then Katara had to calm him down. At number 4, the Puppet Master. This is the episode with Hama. This is when we first find out about bloodbending. This is when you really realize how powerful waterbending is. Because if anything has life, it has water in it. And you can control water through waterbending. Airbending, we didn't learn that one out until Legend of Korra. But this is where we learned out about bloodbending. So I do have some honorable mentions, because I only wanted to do a top 10. I really could have did like a top 50, but I wasn't about to do all that. So these are my honorable mentions. Just like I was just talking about the library where it was sinking and they were inside with Wang Shitong because they were trying to get information to try to figure out when the next solar eclipse was so they can attack the Fire Nation. And then Wang Shitong found out and he decided to sink the library. And Toph is on the outside with Appa trying to hold it up and trying to save Appa at the same time. She couldn't do both, and the Sandbenders ended up kidnapping Appa. And then in the inside, like I said, they were in there trying to find information on when the next solar eclipse was. And that's when Wang Shitung found out, and he got tired of humans abusing his library for personal gain to try to get an advantage on other human beings. So that's when he decided to take his knowledge back by sinking the library, because Admiral Zhao had already been to the library and burnt up everything. All right, the Day of Black Sun Part 2, the eclipse. So this is when the eclipse was going on, and Zuko went to confront his father, and he told his father that the Avatar was still alive and probably was on his way to him right now. And then the Ozai, he got mad and he started talking to Zuko, and then he tried to throw lightning at Zuko, and Zuko redirected it at him and shock knocked him back. Lake Laogao. This is one of my favorite scenes in the whole series. This is when Zuko freed Appa, and he was confronted by General Iroh, and he was like, "I'm begging you, Prince Zuko. It's time for you to choose a different path. It's time for you to realize, what do you want for your life?" That's when Zuko was confused. Okay, what do he want to do? And Iroh was trying to convince him, you need to live your own life. The Avatar state, I think this is when they went to Omashu, and the general was trying to get Aang to control the Avatar state, but he didn't know how, so he tried to use fear as a tactic to make Aang go into the Avatar state. That's when Roku's spirit came, and that's when he told Aang about the Avatar state. He told him that they're at the most powerful in the Avatar state, but they're also at their most vulnerable in the Avatar state. The Southern Air Temple, this is when Aang, when they went to the Southern Air Temple looking for other airbenders, this is where they found Aang discovered Monk Gyatso's body. And then he got angry and he went into the Avatar state. And that's when all the statues started to glow, letting the world know that the Avatar had returned. So in the Fire Nation, the Water Nation, Earth Kingdom, all of the statues and stuff, the light started to glow. The chase, this is when Appa was shedding, and Princess Azula and Ty Lee and Mai, they were all after them, chasing them, because Appa was leading the trail to them. And this is when Aang decided he was tired of running and he wanted Azula to end it. And then it was all of them basically against Azula, all 6 of them against Azula. And Azula ended up shocking Iroh. So back to the countdown. Number 3, the Winter Solstice. Part 2, Avatar Roku. This is when Aang was told he needed to go to Roku Island to talk with Roku. And Roku told him about the Sozin's comment and that he had to defeat the Fire Lord before then, or it would be no hope of defeating him. And this is when Avatar Roku used Aang to save everybody else. The Deserter, my number 2, this is when Master Zhang Zhang, when Aang tried to learn Firebending the first time and he accidentally burned Katara. Zhang Zhang didn't want to teach Aang because he said that Aang wasn't interested in learning the disciplines and that he hadn't learned how to waterbend or earthbend yet. And that fire was alive and it needed to be, you needed to have controllability basically. And number 1, of course, pretty much everybody's favorite is Sozin's Comment Part 4, Avatar Aang against the Phoenix King, Ozai. In the beginning, Aang was still playing on the defensive side and not really attacking. And Ozai was beating him at first until Aang finally went into the Avatar state. And then after that, he was all over Ozai. And then he took Ozai's bending away. But let me know in the comment section, what are your favorite moments from Avatar? Give me your 5 or 10 favorite moments from Avatar. Leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. More videos coming soon. Trey T out. Peace.